Yes, another first impression video, because there's a lot of IEMs being released this summer. I have no clue why this is the time of the year, but 3 more to unbox today. Hey friends, Team here, welcome back to a video on Giz Audio, and today we have the Yanyin Mahina. Yes, a retuned Yanyin Moonlight by HBB himself. We have the Kinera Hodur. Gotta love the Kinera packaging, this hexagon shaped thing, and an earbud. Yes, an earbud. This is a Swifka M200, I think. Yeah, I don't talk about earbuds on this channel at all, so this is gonna be new to me. I'm gonna try this out. I'm actually really excited to hear how this sounds because I haven't heard a bud in so long. I've just been using IEMs forever. So first, let's go with the Mahina because you guys probably wanna know about this one the most. This thing has the exact same packaging as the Moonlight. So if you watch the Moonlight video, everything is exactly the same in the Mahina packaging. Now, for some of you guys out there, that might seem very boring, but for me, I think it's awesome because he's able to charge the exact same amount as the Moonlight, saving money for all of us at the end of the day, which we really need because, you know, this hobby ain't cheap. Here's the front of the case. Beautiful as always. I love this case. It's big though, so you're not really gonna be able to use it for much else other than storing IEMs inside your house and keep it safe. But yes, the design is super awesome. Solid construction as well, just high quality all around. Here's a look at inside the box. I already took the IEM out, but the IEM would rest right there. Accessories include an adapter, 1/4 inch, airplane adapter, chips, and yeah, that's, well, VIP card to Yanyin something. I haven't checked this out yet, but that's cool. Here are the IEMs themselves. It looks exactly the same as the Moonlight, just without the Moonlight plate. Both plates have the Yanyin logo on it instead. But enough about the packaging. Let's jump right into the sound. Let's listen to the Mahina together for the first time. And today's song of choice is gonna be right here. I haven't decided as of this moment, but here you go. For those who are new, all sound tests and IEM reviews are done on the M11 Plus by Fio. Love that thing. The only thing you ever need. Always say that, always will. All right, let's go. So there's actually more differences to the Moonlight than just simply adding some bass. So adding some bass here makes the lower end feel more full and more satisfying. I always loved the bass on the Moonlight, the bass quality of it anyways, but I always thought that it was a little bit too in the background, but this fixes that. The bass here is a little bit too much for me, but it's better than on the original Moonlight. So if you like the Moonlight type of vocals, but you want more bass or you need more bass, I think this is a fantastic option. The other changes I noticed is that with the amount of bass that you have, the treble do feel like it's being toned down just a little bit, so it is less sparkly than the original Moonlight, and vocals are a little bit less energetic than on the original Moonlight as well. So overall, you're getting a more relaxed Moonlight presentation. The vocals are not as shoved at your face as the original Moonlight is. It's a little bit more balanced, you can say. So who is this for, and should you get this over the original Moonlight? For me, all boils down to taste. If you want a more balanced IEM, if you need bass, then yes, Mahina all the way. If you want the Moonlight for what it originally is, kind of a niche IEM where the vocals are really forward and in your face, while at the same time being on the more relaxing side. So it's not as sparkly, not as lively, but it's still being presented to you in a forward way. If you want that kind of signature, then the original Moonlight is still a great option. For me, they are side grades to each other. Both are great. Me personally, I prefer the Mahina because I do like a little bit more bass than what the original Moonlight has to offer. Next, we have the Kinera Hodur. Yes, I love the packaging on Kinera. They always make everything look super fancy. For some of you guys out there, you guys might not like it, but for me, I think it's awesome. And of course, Kinera based a lot of their naming schemes or their design on Norse mythology, and I love Norse mythology. I'm a big nerd at that, so yeah, they capture my heart with these ones. Inside the box, you get this little pen flip, assuming with all the information of the IEM and the company. Look at this unboxing experience. variants. Gotta love them for this. The case looks awesome. IM sits right there. Some termination options and sets of tips. Here's a closer look at the case. Beautiful, well constructed. Very generous amount of tips here. Here are the IMs up close. So this comes with two termination options, the 3.5 and the 4.4. So no 2.5 for those of you who love the skinnies. Cable is overall good quality. I do prefer their upgrade cables to this stock cable though. My first impression is it is warm, like a lot of bass bleeding into the lower mid-range. So this does unfortunately hide quite a bit of clarity, especially in the male vocals. The song I chose is a duet, so there's male vocals and a female vocal, and I can clearly hear the female vocals being more detailed or have more clarity than the male vocals by quite a big margin. So the male vocals here and the lower range instruments are, you can say, muddied up because the amount of bass and kind of uncontrolled bass. The one thing that I did enjoy on this though was the depth. The bass do hit deep and it feels like there's decent instrumental layering in here as well. So from a technical perspective, it is not a bad IM. Just the tuning needs a lot of work. But other than that, it's all right. Nothing else more to say about it. Now for what we've all been waiting for, the Sifka M200. Yes, the buds. I'm actually super excited about this, like very. Here's the front of the box. You guys see that? It doesn't go inside your ears for once. And here's the back of the box. Inside the box, you get this little Sifka logo, and when you open that up, you get the case, and I assume the IM is inside. Earbuds, I'm sorry, not IM. Earbuds. This is so cool and strange. Oh, they feel like aliens to me. I haven't seen these in forever. Here are the accessories, not ear tips. They just cover up the speaker. And here are the earbuds. Yeah, look at that. Non-detachable cable. Now this brings back memories. The cool thing though is that the cable quality is actually not bad. It's $50 earbud, but I quite like the cable for how much it costs. Yeah, like barely any memory on this cheap cable. I like it. It doesn't go in my ear. This just sits. I can hear my entire environment around me. I think that's one of the selling point of IEMs is that, you know, the isolation, you don't get to hear anything, but earbuds are good for a lot of other things too. Like if you want to sleep, you definitely don't want something like piercing into your brain. You know, you want to sleep on your side or so. Needless to say, I don't think the sound quality is gonna match IEMs because you do hear everything around you. So you're never gonna have an ideal listening environment, or I don't think you're gonna get as good of a bass as well because again, it's not sealed. But I'm reserving my judgment. Let's play the song. These are like radios. They're honky. There's barely any bass, which is expected because again, you don't have the isolation, so you're not gonna get as good of a bass as you can on IEMs anyway. I think this is how I would rank it, right? Speakers are probably the number one. A step down from that would be headphones, then IEMs, then earbuds being at the bottom of the barrel, simply because of that isolation. But it was fun. It was fun to try earbuds again. I can see a market for it for a well-tuned set, especially again, if you work in an office and you want to be able to hear your coworkers, or you're at home, you have kids, or you have a wife that gets mad at you if you don't hear what she's saying for the first 2-3 times. You know, it might be good to have earbuds instead of IEMs. Alright, that concludes the first impression of today. The best one of today, of course, for me is the Mahina. I don't think that's a surprise because I like the Moonlight so much. The Mahina, it's, you know, it's par for the course at this point. The holder for me, I think is a little strange. It needs some reworking in the tuning for me to enjoy. It's just a little bit too much bass in the wrong places. And of course, we have the all-star one, this Sifka M200. This I'll give a like just for the sense of nostalgia it has given me. But yeah, that's all for that one. With that all said, I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out. Bye.
君が笑うだけで何でもできる気がする一緒に